Merry freaking Christmas, squad! And as a token of my appreciation today, I'm going to give you the opportunity to win yourself $100. Or you've got it. Whoa, hang on. What did I just say? $100?
Yep.
Who's paying for this?
You are.
What do you mean I'm paying for it?
That's not the point.
When did I ever say this was okay? Wait.
Get on with it.
Okay, fine. As I was saying, all you gotta do to have a chance of winning a $100 Amazon gift card is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then enter using the link in the description or comment section below. And good luck. Especially to me, because apparently I'm paying for this.
Christ, you sound like Scrooge.
What do you mean I sound like Scrooge? What has been a very interesting debut for Team Roadblock has had some positives, definitely a few negatives. We're going to cover those off. I'm going to show you what I got from the event so far and where we are at the moment. Because right now, things are getting a little bit crazy. We were doing well last night, okay? And I went to sleep and we were like 5th in the world, right? And I wake up and we're suddenly like #1 in the world. Like, I don't get how we are. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people who are not happy with how the event is run, and I can totally get that because there's a lot to digest. There's a lot to talk about. We're currently 3.4 million ahead at the moment, and it's going to get to a point where I think they're probably going to need to. These guys are going to have to like really step up, or we're going to absolutely smash it. Yeah, we're going to start off with a good thing. We're going to talk about the positives, then we're going to talk about the negatives, and there's a few of them if you don't play the game right. And also in this video, I'm going to tell you what we've done to play this game mode absolutely perfectly without any hitches whatsoever, and how you can get the best score and potentially in the next one come top 3. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. Make sure you're liking the video if you enjoy what you see, and of course, you breathe oxygen. And it goes without saying, make sure you are subscribed to the channel to see more of this kind of thing and turn your notifications on. Comments in the comment section with your thoughts about Team Roadblock, because I know that a lot of people have got a lot of things to say. I streamed Team Roadblock for about 3 hours last night, and it was a very frustrating event. Very frustrating. Initially, very surprised about how it works with the mechanism of like literally constantly shifting the things up and up and up and up. And initially, it worked really, really well. Then I saw people were getting crazy scores like 20,000 and up, and I was like, "What is going on? Like, what the hell is going on here?" And then I found out that actually there is a way of getting way more points than just 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, or even 5,000. The most I was getting before we started doing the tips and tricks I'm going to share with you today, it was getting to the point where I was like looking at giving up, and I just said to the guys, just use the event for training, which is one really good thing that this event has got going for it. So let's go through the positives. The positives are up to a certain point, you get some really good rewards. I've actually managed to get myself a couple of primals. I've also managed to get myself a pro Charlotte, which has been pretty awesome. And I do have a recent Vanguard. Here he is, Drew McIntyre. Not the best in the world, but not far off. He's pretty dang good. He's about mid-tier or so. The other thing that's really good about this, if you've got an active team, it is so easy to train cards up. You can literally just put in whatever level cards. It doesn't make a difference to the points. Literally within like an hour, it's fully leveled up. One I did yesterday, I did the Charlotte Pro, and within 15 minutes, it was fully leveled up because it's a very quick, fast-paced game mode. It's a bit different to anything else that's in the game, but it has some pretty big flaws. First of all, I've already said about the rewards. I think the rewards need massive improvements. One of those being that there is no milestone plus on 10. Yet on the milestone board where it says here, this is for video evidence, by the way, because I'm going to be talking to Cat Daddy about this. I think we are due some of those cards, or some of these rewards back. Platinum packs, which go from Primal to Vanguard. It says milestone 10 plus. Yet there's no milestone after 10. So either this is wrong, or that is misadvertisement. So I hope that Cat Daddy can fix that up. Leaderboards, I've already said it beforehand. You should at least be guaranteed a Vanguard after this. You should be able to get 2 Vanguards. And I would actually say, personally, you should be getting yourself a Pro of Big E. It should be like a guaranteed Pro. Because especially with the fortifying stuff, but whatevs. The game does give you the effect that it's pay to win, but there's I know 3 or 4 people in our team who spent no more than like 200 credits, and that was just purely down to choice. Once they got rid of the ads, in fact, if I'm not wrong, one of our guys, I think it's JT, who is here, got 926,000 points and has spent 100 credits. Michael spent about 400 credits. And after my big push yesterday, I mean, I made a massive push with the game yesterday when it first went live, and I spent about 7,000 credits, but about 6,000 of those credits was literally just trying to find a way to go quicker and faster, which we've been able to find. First off, all credit for this goes to a gentleman, or I don't even know what gender they are. I think it's a gentleman, Dwarf21, who is one of my viewers and now subscribers, thanks to his help yesterday in finding a way to go faster and quicker in the game mode. And we've got an absolute golden egg right here. Okay, go to my deck. All the same arrows, every single one. What this allows you to do is literally go as crazy as possible. As you get higher up and you play more levels and more cars, the more points you'll get. But it's the right arrows or left arrows or up arrows or down arrows being constantly hit one after another that are going to get you the big points. Like, for example, here, if I just show you, I'm just going to keep pushing all these on here. It's nowhere near as much as I usually do, because on your phone it's just so much easier to do the points. Like doing on here is literally, it literally gives me cramps in my hand. So you can see already that my scores are nowhere near what they usually are. I'm getting like 30,000-40,000 in most games. And the way this works is you don't actually need to play any other arrows. You can literally leave every other arrow. What you're looking for is the right arrows. So we've got a right arrow here, so I'm just going to smash on that. And just look at how much the points go up just from those multipliers. And just check this out. If this goes on for the ×3 and the ×8, it's crazy. So we're waiting for the ×8 to come up. Again, if I did this on my phone, I'd probably be about 12,000-13,000 by now. So we've got a right arrow. So they got the 8 times. Now just look at the amount this is going up by. Now again, doing that on a computer, not so simple. Doing it on a phone, oh my dear Jesus, it is freaking insane. So let's have a look of how this, and I apologize for the camera angle, but this is the only way that I can show you how this works on a mobile. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this up the best I can. So hopefully you can see this perfectly. I apologize, by the way, in advance for if this looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to get this off the screen now so we can go. And as you can see, I can't get another platinum reward from this. So what I'm going to show you now is how it works on the phone and why it's just so much better. So hopefully you can still see this absolutely fine. Let's go to the team Roadblock. So we're going to start playing and you're going to see why this is just so much better. So I'm going to just go and put in all my, these are the ones I pulled off the board. So you got a right arrow straight away. So I literally am just going like this all the time. You can see how much I'm going up by. No shenanigans. Then we go again on the right hand side. We keep going. Sometimes it aches, like you can't do this for a long period of time. So far we've actually had a really lucky run of cards, all going towards the right hand side and the right arrow. So this is an up arrow and down arrow. I don't need to do anything. I can just leave this as it is. You get like a negative on the points. So we're waiting for it to come up. So that's again a left arrow I need to do nothing with. Hopefully the next one is a right arrow on the ×8, because then you get like an absolutely massive points. Let's go. No, so it's literally, it was good for like the first part. So this is like a bad example. You got 11,000 there. But if that was on the ×2, ×3, and ×8, then the points would have been absolutely crazy. But even then, I've got 3,000 more, and I was nowhere near any of the points I've usually got. So again, I can just take a rest here because it's a left arrow. Chill out. Hopefully the right arrow comes up. So it's another left arrow. That's good for later on, because if we get 3 right arrows at the end, then the points are going to be insane. You don't. The points are literally null and void. So we've got a right arrow here. So we're going to go and start grinding again. To keep smashing those points. Right arrows everywhere. And then hopefully, yeah, ×2, that's good. So just let me know there's an iOS update. Okay, so immediately we've gone up. Oh, ×3, baby. Here we go. You can see that point total going up by big time. Kind of lost a bit of sync there doing that. And then, up and down at the end. So that was a little bit more likely. 16,000. And I lost complete rhythm then. Probably camera shy. But if you get right arrow on the ×2, ×3, and ×5 or ×8, the points are just ludicrous. That you'll get 20k every single time guaranteed. So again, I can take a break. Just wait for the 1x to finish. Another left arrow. Literally can't do anything at the moment. There we go, right arrow. But the aim is on the first one to get like 4 or 5k. Okay, so we've got 1 on 2 times. Smashing upwards, let's keep going to 10,000, I reckon. Maybe a bit more. Just going to pop up again. So ×3, it's popped up. $18,000. So again, it's just following the same patterns at the moment. So I can't show you like the ridiculous parts, but that's 18,000 easy with like one set of gears, and that's just the gears I pulled off the board. So that's pretty damn good in my opinion. Strategy compared to like the 2,000 or 3,000 people are getting, that's like nearly 10 times, 9 times the amount of points. So it's only a positive. So it is literally just a question of reflexes and a little bit of luck as well. Another thing people have asked is what's the best gears or power-ups to use. First of all, it's got to be this one, which is the speed bonus, increases your speed bonus by ×2, and the frenzy bonus, which means if you get the right arrow, whatever arrow you decide to choose, left arrow, up arrow, down arrow, whichever one you spam is going to then go up to ×8, which just gives you so much bigger point scores at the end. And it is all about those final 3, ×2, ×3, ×5, or ×8 at the end. That is going to get you the points you want. I didn't actually expect us to go as hard as we have with the scores. It's a bit, I don't know, a bit crazy. We're actually now 4 million ahead. That's absolutely insane. And despite me having like over 2 million damage, a lot of it was done last night. I did like 800,000, which is like double what anyone else did. because I was just spamming bouts and didn't really have like a specific strategy. I was just going as hard as possible. When I found out this strategy, I kind of was like, oh, I could have just done that the whole time and just had like 50,000 points every single arena. That is the best strategy I can give you right now, and I hope it gives something good for you. Hopefully we can keep this and go to number 1. It doesn't seem like number 2 really is bothered about finishing first, but maybe we're going to be wrong. It finishes in 8 hours time, so it's going to finish at a decent time. Whereas like Teams PCC, which is the other event that I said this was very similar to, used to finish at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So it was very, very, very tiring and tiresome. The problem with this game mode, unfortunately, is that is basically the only way of getting a good reward. And because the rewards are so few and far between, like literally as I said previously, if you don't finish in the top 200, like you don't even have a chance again of that Vanguard. It's very unlikely. I think just like normal events, at least get a guaranteed Vanguard if you complete past a certain point. That's just my thoughts, but let me know yours in the comment section below. That has been me with Team Roadblock, and I hope that this has helped you. If it hasn't helped you, then whatever. I apologize. I can't kind of help you with that. Make sure you're doing me and yourselves a massive favor by hitting that like button as hard as you possibly can. Subscribe to the channel for more, and turn your notifications on whilst you're there. And I will see you in the next one. Maybe with first place. Possibly.